I'll be honest, this is one of those stories that I don't know if it's true. I want it to be true. If it's not, the person who wrote this article has a great imagination. Okay. Actually, where'd it go? So the Mars Bars Up Ars Champ branded a cheat for using the small multi-pack ones. The world of competitive confectionery up-arsing is in turmoil after the man who held the Mars Bar Up Bum record had his title withdrawn. Mark Anderson had kept his record of squeezing 12 of the popular household treats up into his otherwise out-of-bounds bumhole since summer last year. But now the all-powerful International Anal Insertion Association has ripped the award back off the garden center worker for from West Derby, Liverpool. The outfit's official rules and regulations committee says Mark, 41, broke all their bum fudge guidelines as he failed to use standard-sized 51-gram Mars bar to pack up his fundament. And they're insisting his use of the smaller 39.4 gram bars from popular multi-packs means his record claim is now void. But Mark is furious that this was never pointed out to him at the time of the great effort and is demanding his title be reinstated. He told Sunday Sport, "You have got to wonder if anyone can contemplate the idea of getting 12 Mars bars up your arse. I'll tell you what, it takes a lot of time and effort to get them all in there, snugly fitted, without any chocolate leakage. To suggest that I was somehow cheating when really I was just being thrifty by saving some cash on the multi-pack is devastating. It has literally added insult to injury because having that amount of chocolate packed inside your arse takes some doing and doesn't lend itself to comfort." Mark is now comforted by his wife, Pat, 37, herself a record holder for having fitted an impressive 14 Fry's Turkish Delight up her front bottom. She said, "Our Mark has done his level best to reach greatness, and this is how those fucking snide cunts treat him. I'm worried sick now they might try to take my own title off me, too. All that work for nothing. It's enough to make a grown man cry, and it wouldn't surprise me if our Mark did. Not just when he set his record either." So
that's definitely not right.
Yeah, that can't be true.
Although, if you're like into anal, that might be an interesting trend. Is to be like, you get a little Hershey's Kiss with your Hershey's Kiss.
I will
like,
say.
What? You know what? This ain't half bad.
If you're going to use a certain candy bar, Mars bar is acceptable because they're just like bland.
Yeah. You could waste those.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be careful. They're not like starting to melt or anything because then it's just like, squishing.
They're going to melt up there.
Yeah, you'd almost have to have like refrigerated Mars bars and like shove them in cold and let them.
But then they'd like get stuck maybe. If you stuck them in
couldn't
cold.
do too cold. Yeah, you wouldn't want to. You want to be like licking the ice cream pole.
Yeah,
sticking to the skin.
Just a butt plug, permanent butt plug.
So you don't think there's any way that story could be true? I mean, I want it to be true, but I am pretty skeptical.
I mean, I think if you were really devastated, you just double down and buy some regular Mars bars.
Yeah, try it again.
Or you could make the argument, hey, I had more ounces up my anal.
Yeah, isn't that all that should really count is how many grams you got up there?
Pure volume. Yeah. I had more volume.
I mean, you could take however many and mush them into a ball, but that's still like that many.
Now you figure like porn stars, like before a performance, they do some stretching and some, you make sure the cavity's ready.
Oh, what porn stars do? They take a douche and they just shove it up there.
Well, I think some will stretch out because
they do
be ready for the big guys.
Oh wow!
Like you don't want to go in, super tight for the big performance.
Yeah, you don't want to get a big old thing up there.
Like you want to be able to put a big hunk.
I was gonna make a big hunk pun. Damn it! Maybe we can still figure out something with nut log or nut roll.
I'm sure there's nut rolls. I've dropped a couple good nut rolls.
If you had to shove a candy bar up your ass,
it wouldn't be a nut roll.
What would it be?
One of those twirly lollipops.
Some sort of.
I guess
gum.
Twix kind of have like a rounded end. don't
Right,
they?
not too big around in the diameter department.
Something to think about, guys.
Those 12-pound Toblerones. Talking about a record.
Really makes you think.